Well, it's now November, and it is now time to do another recap for the 2022 MTWS season. For the month of October, as that's over, as we had 5 insane events, especially to wrap up the month with Cincinnati and then Julian. So, of course, here is the current point standings after Julian, as Mad Dog still leading the point standings with dominant results over second place Outlaw, then Power Forward third despite its win in racing a few days ago. Fireball, after its strong start, just hanging in there in the point standings, as Nitro catching up with 1,000 points, Blood Rage and Eruption there as well. So then after that, Outrage, Shadowrun, Impala, Crush and Run, Shatter, Stinger, Predator, Crusher, Thunderbolt finally caught back up recently, which it needed. Patriot hanging in there, Destroyer, Bone Crusher, Crazy hanging in there still, needs to pick up the pace. Wild Ride, the defending race champion, really needs to start picking up as well, barely hanging in there. Daisy Chain, Damage Control, and Crazy Bull only in the championship right now just because of tiebreaker over Night Stalker, who misses out. And then for the Runners-Up Cup, you see Night Stalker, Crasher, High Flying, Flying Falcon, Polar Storm, the Monster Razor, Bling, Prowler, Venom, Madness, Ye Plunderer, Locomotion, Topsy Turvy, War Machine, Total Chaos, and last place is Reckless Intent, mostly because it's still only competing in 3 events with half the year left to go. So that means Reckless Intent's going to have a whole bunch of events the rest of the way. Slow start, strong finish, hoping for it. So yeah, those are the point stands you can see. And right now, if the season ended today, Mad Dog, Outlaw, Power Forward, Fireball, Nitro, Blood Rage, and Eruption, and Outrage. Actually, no, not Outrage. Would be guaranteed a spot in the championship, with the other ones up in the air. And Reckless Intent would be officially eliminated, since you have to have at least 300 points to be within a chance to make the championship. So they're on the verge of being eliminated soon, as these couple trucks are on the verge of getting in. So in terms of racing results, as looking on the list, Power Forward still has the most racing wins, 17 in total, with Fireball second at 16. Has both been pretty good getting racing wins. But I don't think, as I'm looking through this list, yeah, they don't actually have the best win percentage. That still belongs to Wild Ride, which, yeah, that's right, they were 10-2 beforehand. Okay, didn't figure out to update it. So yeah, Wild Ride has the best racing record with 78.6 winning percentage, and then afterwards, just barely, is Fireball with 73% winning percentage. So very dominant results there. Outlaw actually has not a good racing record would normally be too. Mad Dog, despite doing pretty good, actually kind of has a below average win record. Racing record despite its point stands. And then Nitro, after that big performance last week in Julian a few days ago, really helped out. Is now back over 500. Blood Rage doing good, Eruption doing good. Outrage at 500 right now after its dominant performance in Tacoma a few weeks ago. That's pretty good. Shadowrun just mostly freestyle, remember. Impala's not doing that good in terms of racing, just 500. That's pretty sad. Crush and Run doing good. Shatter doing a little under what normally would do. Stinger, though, these last month or so results have been stunning for Stinger. Maybe it's starting to become a solid, good racer. Remember, one racing in Orlando a month ago, and since then, it's just been on a roll. It was 3-2 after the before Orlando. Now it's gone 7-3 since with a racing win. Stinger maybe starting to become a solid racer out of nowhere after 11 years. Predator hanging in there. The Crusher not doing really good. Thunderbolt not really doing that good either. But thankfully that racing win had in Tacoma really did help out. Patriot got that big needed win in Cincinnati a week ago. That helped out, but still not doing really good. Destroyer hanging in there. Bone Crusher doing terrible, mostly staying in for freestyle results. The fact that Crazy is still 500 with other trucks that are elite racers barely around that or even worse, it's just a crime. As the defending race champion Wild Ride with the best racing record in the league, even though it doesn't look like it has that many racing wins in total. but has the best winning percentage. Daisy Chain not doing good. Damage Control not doing good. Crazy Bull 5-6 losing record. A terrible season so far for Crazy Bull in terms of racing. And it's just barely by tiebreaker hanging on to make the championship. And afterwards, everyone just has a losing record with, of course, Ye Plunderer and Reckless Intent still haven't even gotten one racing win yet. So, yeah. So, right now, of course, look at the point standings. Shadow would make the championship for the first time since 2015 with the point standings, since it made the Runners-Up Cup in 2016, remember. And Bone Crusher would make its first time there. Daisy Chain would make its first time there. And Damage Control would make its first time ever. As Flying Falcon would miss it. I think the Monster Race missed it too. Bling missed it. That would be pretty disappointing for Bling, as it needs to pick up results. Prowler would miss out. I think Topsy Turvy would miss out. And yeah, those are the results. Now for freestyle, 224. Yep, Mad Dog has the most points scored with 224, with looks like Outlaw second with 197. Here's something that's quite insane though. Crazy has one of the worst freestyle percentages in terms of scores this year. Now, of course, it's true. Remember, it did have two terrible freestyles which scored like 4 or something like that in Edmonton and Cincinnati, which doesn't help out. But, jeez, Crazy really has not done that good in freestyle compared to normal years, even though it won a freestyle this year. So it's strange, like Crazy this year is kind of flipped, where it's a solid racer and not been a good freestyle because of its 2 freestyle flips. Very crazy indeed. So, yeah. These are the results for the 2022 season so far. In October, we're halfway through the season with 5 events coming up in November. Coming up, remember, on November 6th, heading down to Houston. Then it's Foxborough on November 13th. Then making our debut in Honolulu on November 20th. Then we're returning to Cincinnati after all these years. Not Cincinnati. Returning to St. Louis after all these years for Thanksgiving on November 24th. And then wrap it up as we're heading back up north to Toronto in Canada on November 27th. So, cannot wait to see the changes in the results at the end of the month. So, see you guys next time in December when the season's over. Or, actually, right after Toronto, because that's still a few days into November, possibly. And, of course, we'll see, can Mad Dog hold on for the points championship? Will Outlaw keep up? Will all the other trucks keep up? And who else will start making it to the 1,000-point range very soon? So, good luck to all the trucks. And see you guys, remember, this Sunday in Houston.